What was the most, what was it? I'm guessing maybe you've done NLP in the past and eventually got to 3Ps. I'm wondering what was the most powerful book for you that helped you understand 3Ps? Was it a Sydney Banks book, a Michael Neill book? So is there anything that's worth reading to make me go, fuck, I've got it?
You know, the more I read, the more confused I got, to be honest with you. I stopped reading them. I really did. The thing that changed me was what happened with Michael Neill. Because I read everything and I got more lost. So I finally went to Michael Neill. I was at an event in Seattle. I raised my hand and I said, Michael, this was during 9/11. I don't know if you remember, but Tony Robbins had a Jewish guy and a Muslim guy on stage. And
I've heard him tell the story. Yeah.
I remember that?
Story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tony Robbins he was in Hawaii at the time, I think. And
yeah,
when 9/11 happened, he was going to cancel his event. Then he said, no, wait a minute, this could be very powerful. So he got a Jewish guy up and a Muslim guy, and he had this incredible conversation. So I raised my hand and I said, Michael, and I wanted an answer from Michael, because I'm like, Tony Robbins got a Muslim and a Jew after 9/11 just had happened, literally hours after, and 2,000 people got extremely transformed because of that event. And I'm like, what are you in the three principles? What would you do as a three principles practitioner? You have 2,000 people up there, and what would you do? Like, what's your technique or tool? Or, I mean, come on, give me something so I can go home and say, well, Tony did this and Michael would do that. He sat there, and we were like 30 people in the room, and he sat there and he went, I'd probably give somebody a hug. And you know why that impacted me? Because my head was spinning so much to get an answer. In my head, I went, fuck, I would probably do the same, because I wouldn't have an answer in that moment. And he humanized that experience so much that I realized I'm such an asshole for wanting an answer to fix someone right away, instead of simply being there for a moment. And that answer changed everything for me.
Yeah.
Right. And the truth of the matter is 99% of the people in that room aren't Tony Robbins. And 99% of the people in the room would probably want to just give someone a hug in that moment, but they didn't, because they're too busy trying to figure out what the right thing to do conceptually would have been.
Yeah. Yeah. You come back to something you mentioned earlier, and I've heard that in that YouTube clips or something else I read, but again, it's that inside out, and it's be in life, not be thinking about it or talking about it, be in life. And you said something like that a little earlier, and I guess that's what it is, isn't it? You're giving somebody a hug, you're in the moment, you're right there and then, and just doing whatever came across you or whatever you felt was right at the time.
I mean, what else are you going to do? Like, what's an alternative?
Yeah.
Like, what's an alternative? There is something that I've coined as truthful versus useful. A lot of people want to be useful. Which books can I read about the principles so I can be more useful? You cannot ever overcompensate usefulness for truthfulness. When you're truthful with people, they will see it. They will smell it. They will hear it. When you're useful, they will say, oh, that was useful. Okay, here, let's try something else. When it's truthful, when Michael said that to me, it wasn't useful, because I wanted him to give me a good fucking answer.
Yeah.
But boy, was it truthful. Boy, did I understand that that's what I would do too. That day, NLP was out the window, and I tried all the principles book. I wanted it to be useful for me, right? Like, what book can I read so I can easily transition from the NLP to 3Ps, and I couldn't find anything. That moment Michael said that changed everything, because it was truthful. So the only thing I could say, Paul, when you're having dialogues with your clients, is you will have moments where you'll even notice, you'll have a conversation with a client and you'll say something off the cuff that didn't even mean much, and they will say to you, oh shit, that was brilliant. And you said, well, actually I wasn't ready to tell you what I was going to tell you. But there was a moment of truthfulness that was like, you were maybe said, yeah, I felt like that too, and boy, I understand where you're coming from. This just happened to me yesterday. And all of a sudden they just go, fuck, okay, I'm not alone. And that little spark is what they needed, not the next thing you're going to say, which is, okay, here, take a breath real quick. Okay. Or whatever we think we need to do as coaches. I've just gotten really good at becoming more truthful with my clients. You know what that does for me too, Paul? It sure makes preparation a lot easier.
Sure.
I don't have to prepare anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're going to say.